Hello everybody, I'm Lobaroda and welcome to the final part of the Code of Brawl normal stages run. I played through all the other stages as well, and you can check them out on the link on top and obviously on my channel in the description below. And this time around we're going to fight against the Red King, and we will show him who's boss here, and I'll show you a few tricks how you can handle him. So without further ado, let's jump into the stage and see what we're up against. 1:11 AM is the stage, and as you can see we have most of our normal enemies. We don't have bullies or fanatics, we just have the Greytails, but we do have the Red King. And this is one of the stages, especially an enemy type, where the enemy information can be vital to get the stage done relatively easily. So the Red King has two skills that he will use constantly throughout the match, which is Singing Sands, which will prioritize the highest HP unit on the field and will deal massive physical damage, and Sand Tomb, which will focus the lowest HP operator on the field and will continuously inflict arts damage. Why is that important? Well, first of all, your highest HP unit should also be someone with a good defense, so you can take the hit. And the lowest HP unit should be someone with a high resistance to take the hit. If you already know that this is going to happen, you can play around that. Your middle part doesn't really matter that much, because it will not be affected by the attacks, which takes away a lot of damage, as you will see throughout the map. And there are also some other strategies you can do to even more influence the outcome of this battle, which I showed during the fight. The stage itself is pretty simple. You want to hold the middle as much as you can, because from the left they will go to the right and from the right they will go to the left, so you don't need to worry about any stragglers going down directly. And the 4 operators I have with me is all that I need, and I will just burst down the Red King relatively fast, as you will see. And let's just jump into the stage and see what I do. The first wave of enemies will come from the left side, and I will deploy Spectre on the bottom heal pad. She already has her self-healing, so she will get even more healing. This is now the Singing Sands, so you see it does a cross on the field. When I have 19, I deploy Silver Ad, let him look down to take care of the enemies on top. Now he is the highest HP unit on the field and will be focused by the Singing Sands. Next I deploy Nightingale, looking down so she can heal both Spectre and Silver Ash. And she is the lowest HP, so she will be focused by the Sand Tomb. Next up I throw Eyjafjalla looking to the left, and that's my whole squad. As you can see, I didn't deploy anybody beside Silver Ash on the bottom lane, because the Singing Sands does a cross on the map. All of them would be hit, and Nightingale and Eyjafjalla would just die. And now my lowest HP unit on the field is the Cage from Nightingale, so we'll focus on that now. And this gives away or takes away pressure from Silver Ash. I activate the skill on Eyjafjalla when the Red King comes into range, and also on Silver Ash, and they will just burst through him in seconds. He is still focused on the Cage, so Silver Ash is fine and can take a lot of hits without an issue. And the Red King goes down, and the whole stage is now just an easy waiting fest for me. The cages can be a great distraction in this kind of scenarios. If you don't have anybody who can really take a lot of hits from this Red King, the cage can take some distraction away. Or if there's just a shortage of damage that you need to mitigate. Now I just wait until Eyjafjalla is ready again to burst to the shields, and the stage is done. And that's it. That was the whole of the Code of Brawl normal stage mode. Next we will focus on the X challenge mode, and look forward to that, because I want to do all of them and I want to show you how you can do it to get all the medals for this event. This fight especially showed how important it is to check your enemies, especially boss enemies. All of them have skills And once you understood how those skills work, you can make the fight easy. There are a lot of fights where you die and you don't really know what happens, you don't really know what you should do against that, which is most of the time because you didn't really study the skills correctly and you missed a vital part that makes it way easier to handle this. If I would have deployed all my operators in a line, the Singing Sand would have just annihilated that. If my lowest HP unit would be a sniper without any resistance, would be just annihilated by the Sand Tomb. All of this is something you need to take into consideration when challenging those stages, especially if you don't have a high E2 squad that just powers through everything. So make sure to follow me on Twitter and subscribe to this channel to be updated with all the other videos I do, especially the challenge run that I will start after this video. And until then, I see you next time, doctors.